We will be performing eccentric neural grooving for hip internal rotation from the 90-90 base position. So the eccentric neural grooving is just essentially creating tension in the target joint and then lowering ourselves deeper into that stretch position. So technically we'll fall under a more complex variation for your hip rotation because now we're creating tension and then we're lengthening that tissue under load, right? So what we're gonna do to set our position up is get yourself in a 90-90 base position. So I'm targeting internal rotation of this hip here. So I'm gonna start with myself, with my chest facing towards that front leg. I'll then create a pelvis contraction, right? So the pelvis contraction will be putting that tissue under load, right? So I'm driving my foot down, I'm creating the pelvis contraction. So I'm feeling all of this tissue being contracted. I will then, whether I'm using here, it's gonna be a little bit more challenging, you can go there. The most challenging will be hands up, overhead, or you can just keep your hands in the floor and then make it more challenging from there by lightening the load in your hands, right? So you could start with your hands flat, you could eventually go to a couple fingers, maybe 2 fingers, maybe 1, to eventually now we are here. But I'm gonna create a pelvis contraction, so I'm driving foot, ankle, light in the knee, down into the ground. I will start from here, I can go one hand in the chest, I can just go one hand on the floor. Again, both hands in the chest, whatever works for you. And then I would just be lowering myself into that internal rotation. Again, not just rotating through the torso, but I wanna get that hip into more internal rotation. Find the basement of that stretch, find the basement of that eccentric, and then just relax, use my hands, and then I can just press myself back out of it. So we're only going in one direction here. It's just the lowering, it's just the lengthening component of the eccentric, which is what the eccentric is. It's stretching while I create tension, right? So I'm here, 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 drives down. Whether I start here, hands here, crush into the floor, and then I pull myself deeper, lengthening that tissue under load, find my maximum internal rotation. I can then just relax this foot in the floor, use my hands, press myself back out of it. The length of each eccentric rep, as well as the amount of reps that you do and the position that you train from, will all be variables that will be dependent on your needs, your goals, and the program that you're following. But that is a 90-90 internal rotation eccentric neural grooving.